feet in your face.
Start the podcast off with giggles.
Yeah. Bro, I might call you Giggles from now on.
How about you talk in the mic, bro?
Might call you Giggles.
Mic
from
check.
Now on.
Sure, your levels are cool, dude.
I can hear myself, bro.
Welcome to the podcast. This is Unqualified. I'm your host, Matt. Across from me is Teddy.
What's up, y'all?
What's up, bro? Turn mine down a little bit. To my left is Chris, sitting on third mic. What's up, Chris?
Hello, hello.
Next to him, Klinsman from, what, episode 1?
Sup.
Bro, episode 2.
Episode 2?
Yeah.
My bad.
Losing
Forgot
track
about
already.
Dave, episode 1. Don't forget about him.
Yeah. Shout out Dave, bro.
Behind me, James, sitting in,
Yeah.
piping in whenever he's got anything.
Pause, bro.
There he is. What?
Piping in, pause
Piping
that,
in,
bro.
that's
What's
what-
up with you, bro? Like, you just start off.
Chiming in?
Yeah, I like chiming.
All right, whatever, bro. Anyways, today, I don't know what we're talking about.
Do you want to start off with the stuff I can care less about, which is the ballet fighters?
We can end on that if you want. If you want to take the reins now. The important shit out the way now.
Okay, definitely.
Let's get to it.
That's definitely important shit first. NFL people kneeling. Oh, can we play the video, bro?
Oh, yeah, I got you.
Because Garcia and them wasn't here yet to see it. Bro, this video is hilarious, bro. Like, I'm just anxious to see what you guys think after watching it. We don't have to watch the whole thing, but maybe like the first minute and 30 seconds.
Okay.
Hey man, this is Donnie Baker with my State of the Unions about this NFL thing. All goes back to Kaperdicks. See what you did, Kaperdicks? You started off as just one little herpes blister, and now it sounds like people are popping bubble wrap because of you. And today, if more teams take knees, more fans are going to go away. The world didn't end this week, but I think the NFL did. I swear to God. Mark my verbs. I'm done with it. And what cracks me up is you guys won't stand for the Bengal, but every year you borrow our F-14s and stealth fighters for your pregame shows. And I swear to God, drape a flag 100 yards across the field, wiggle it like they did that one on the moon, just to give you goosebumps.
Bro, that's
But then they
hilarious,
play
bro.
the anthem, and you guys get on bended knee like boys to men in an encore.
Well, Matt, that's your people. You want
Bro,
have
I
any,
said
any
the
explanation?
exact
You have any
same
explanation
thing,
for us
bro.
there?
Chris, bro, you hit that shit right on the head, bro. Because when I seen it, I was like, bro,
Tell me I
Matt's
gotta
cousin on
defend
here
my people.
wilding right now. I was like, Matt's up
can't
on
defend
YouTube
that.
tripping right now.
I can't defend that guy. Look at his hair.
Bro,
What does he do?
that's like 60% of America, though.
What's going on
Yeah,
in the
I
back,
know.
though?
Bro,
You think the front looks weird, but what's going on in the back?
Garcia is so funny because he ends up bringing up, he's like, I'm no longer watching football on Sundays. Maybe I'll fix this damn backyard or something.
I was going to say it's back on. To a hurricane.
So,
Yeah, I can't defend that guy. I'm sorry.
I
Is that
do
his
it.
channel?
I
Does he have a
apologize
channel?
for
Yeah,
it.
that's his
channel?
Hey, shout out
For my people. Shout out Donnie Baker.
Yeah, shout out Donnie Baker, bro.
How
This
many
guy's killing
subscribers
it.
does he have?
Yeah, he has.
96,000
96K.
subscribers. Johnny Baker.
Hey, and that's
a
been
lot of
going.
followers.
It's been going up
That's
because
kind of scary, actually.
When I
That
first
many
seen
people were
the-
like, yeah, subscribe.
yeah, when I first seen the video yesterday,
Need
he was
more
at
of
like
this.
20,000, bro.
Oh,
So-
man. So in a day, he blew up.
Yeah, I mean, it's that many racist people out
People
there.
want to know what he has to say next.
All the Trump supporters.
Kaperdicks,
Yeah,
bro.
got-
That was
he's got a
hilarious,
point.
bro. Them Kaperdicks. I wonder.
I like what he's calling them. Yeah. I can't defend him. I'm sorry. I
Do
apologize
y'all
for
care
him.
about the football players kneeling during the national anthem?
I heard about that.
Nah.
I heard there was mixed emotions about it.
So tell me what
I mean,
happened. Tell
we
because
got that.
I really don't know what happened. I don't know exactly.
you know, your boy Trump.
Why is he my boy? I feel like that's racist.
Bro.
Somehow I feel like that's racist.
Bro, you're like a in the closet Trump supporter.
Why?
Ooh,
Tell me
shots
why.
fired.
Ooh.
It's okay. I used to be in the closet. It's all right.
Tell me why.
What do you mean
I'm
why?
super against Trump. Tell me why I'm
How are
a
you
closet
against
Trump
Trump?
supporter.
Bro, you're like far right as
I'm-
right can go.
I am definitely not right. I am 100% not on the right. I'm super anti-government. I'm a libertarian. I'm not going to get into this right now.
Right,
This is a sports podcast, but I'm
we
definitely not.
We could,
on
yeah,
Trump's
that's a
side.
whole conversation for
Yeah,
another
we'll
day
get
because
into
I don't
that.
even feel like libertarian. Is
I feel
real.
like you don't know what that is, so you need time to like.
I
you
do
know,
know because
read up on it.
I know
So
y'all like
we'll-
real anti-government.
Yeah.
and then
So
y'all
who
about
is
as
Trump?
real
Why-
as the that religion that came up with the aliens.
Scientology.
Yeah, that's how real
Jesus.
libertarians
That's how
are.
legitimate
Everyone's getting it today. Who's next? Catholic?
So
The
y'all
whole
like,
bag.
yeah, libertarians follow Xenon.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, when I first heard that, I thought they were talking about Zordon from Power Rangers. I was like,
It's pretty much just as real. It sounds pretty crazy.
yeah, definitely. But no, all bullshit aside, it doesn't bother me, but it does bother me.
So
that
wait, so
it-
what happened though? You just said my boy Trump and
Oh,
talked
because
about how I love
he
Trump.
was talking about Kaperdicks. He was saying he used him as an example
I
to
did see that.
segue to NFL owners
on
And,
Twitter, right?
No, this is
Is that
live.
when he- oh,
This is live at the podium. Shout out Trump, bro. He really don't give a shit about nothing.
he really
bro.
doesn't.
So he's at the podium, right? And he's telling them like, hey, you NFL owners, the next time one of these guys kneel during the national anthem, y'all should send security and be like, get that son of a bitch out of here.
Right.
Bro, which is so gangster, bro. Like, shout out Trump, bro. That shit was gangster as fuck.
I didn't realize you were a closet Trump supporter.
No, I'm not in the closet.
Oh,
I'm
no, you
definitely-
just legitimately.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Definitely throwing that out there. Still
Make
raising
America
on,
great.
reparations.
Yeah, I mean, I don't care what people do. I'll be honest. I don't care what you do before the game. I don't think you should do any of that stuff. Do it all behind stage before. I don't know. It doesn't matter. Like, I don't care what song a boxer or MMA fighter comes out to. I really don't. They can come out to a prayer for all I care. I don't care what they do. Depends on what they're doing out there.
Yeah,
So-
definitely. I definitely agree.
Who cares if they're kneeling, standing, whatever? Who cares what the people in the stands are doing?
Bro, apparently a lot because like
guess
people
so.
been burning jerseys, burning season tickets, pissing off Donnie Baker, bro. Like he's the nicest guy ever. Like how could you piss him off, bro? So it's big, bro. It's really
Yeah.
people like I'm never watching football again.
Bullshit.
If the politics stuff was gonna make you not watch football, don't watch it. I mean,
Except for
you
the
weren't gonna watch
except for
it
the
anyway.
Super Bowl.
But see,
But I'm not
what
watching
so
the halftime.
happened? So after Trump said that, all the players like in the NFL started backlashing. So all the owners was like, "Shit, we can't have this." Like, you know what I mean? These guys might go on strike or something. So I think the Cowboys came out. I think the whole team kneeled. I think like Pittsburgh, they didn't even come out during the national anthem. They stayed in the locker room.
I thought
Like-
they said that
Like, no one
the
knows
owner
what to
for
do.
The Dallas Cowboys had released something saying that if anybody decided to do something crazy like that they would get fired on the spot. Like
Man,
coaches
he
and-
kneeled though.
Yeah, so that's
Yeah,
what I'm
he
saying. Though,
kneeled
why did he
also.
come out with that and then he like backtracked?
I
on
mean,
his
because you
word?
got to think, you know what I mean? Like, you're an NFL owner and you see your team is on the rocks, bro. You know what I mean? So,
I feel like none of them know exactly what to do. They're kind of like,
No.
let's all stand. Let's all not be in there.
yeah. So I don't know, bro. I'm real, mixed about it. So I hate that it's taken away from football.
Yeah.
Because I love football so much. But
Because I'll be honest, I didn't see anything about the games or anything this weekend, and I think it's because all this stuff was
it was,
overshadowing.
it overshadowed everything. I can't even tell you like who won, like or anything. Like,
Yeah, Texans lost.
of course, because
That's
they played
all.
the
That's
Patriots.
all I heard.
Yeah, they're so bad. I feel like I say that every podcast.
I feel like Clemson. Weren't you going to defend the quarterback, the new quarterback?
Hey, I'm not finna let y'all sit here and disrespect Tom
Come on,
Brady.
man.
Like,
I mean, I thought he played pretty good. I mean, I'm no expert on football or anything, but I mean, he definitely looked a lot better than any of the quarterbacks have looked, in recent times. So
I mean, it's the Texans. I could have got out there and played quarterback.
yeah.
Jesus. You can do it all.
Yeah,
We're in Crocs.
your socks and Crocs, dude.
Socks
like I
and
said,
Crocs.
I don't respect the opinion of a man in socks and Crocs trying to threaten to fight me. Look at you,
Bro, I don't know why you're getting on
getting
me.
all aggressive.
Yeah. Hey, where was this at 5 minutes ago? Matthew.
I know. So I mean, so you didn't see any of the games or
Bro,
anything?
I didn't see no games, bro.
Yeah, I didn't watch any, of course.
And I sort of feel like I'm part of the problem now. Because I feel like I was protesting, but I didn't know I was protesting.
They caught
Like
you.
I just so happened didn't watch the games.
You didn't watch the games either, right, man? Like,
I was
no,
like-
I didn't.
Yeah, but it wasn't on purpose. Like,
Mm-hmm.
and then the next morning I seen ESPN. They was like ratings are down. I was like, fuck. Like
You're like,
that's
I
my fault.
gotta stay with my boy
Yeah,
Trump.
yeah, it's my fault, bro. All right, I'm joking, bro. I really don't like Trump. Like,
You gotta
I
clarify
don't,
now.
I don't want people really
Some
like.
people starting this.
Yeah. Because everybody Somebody's gonna call me a coon.
Jesus.
Yeah, so let's just clear that up now. So yeah, bro, I don't really know, man. I'm anxious.
You guys
to see
didn't watch any?
No.
No, I'm not the biggest football fan.
Yeah, me neither.
James, you watching?
I'm boycotting.
James boycotting.
Hey, bro. Hey, scratch that. We're editing that out.
Cut that part out.
Yeah, James.
So
is
how do
crazy.
y'all feel as far as them kneeling and all that and holding arms or whatever? Because I was listening to this other sports page or whatever, and they made a good point that they were saying how Kaepernick, the reason that he was doing it, was obviously for inequality and stuff like that, right?
Yeah.
And so they're saying now, like, where was all these players then? You know what I mean? Like when he needed that support, nobody was there. And then now that as soon as people are backlashing on the NFL, now people are doing it.
Kaepernick at the time when he first started doing, he was just coming off signing a new $66 million contract, so he could do stuff like that. I mean, when you're on the bubble or you're not really sure if you're going to make the team, you just shut the fuck up and try to make the team. Like, you don't want to do nothing to stand out in the wrong light. But as of right now, when there's so many people backing you, it's going to be hard for people to point you out and be like, hey, bro, we saw you kneeling. Get the fuck out of here. Because now everyone's doing it. Now it's become cool to do it.
Do you feel like, that's the thing that they were saying, though. Like, do you feel like it's legit, like the people are doing it legit now?
I think some of the people that are doing it, like, they feel like, oh, if I don't do it, people are going to look at me crazy now. Yeah. So I'm going to do it because everybody else doing it. Even though they may not believe in what they're actually doing it for.
That's the point that they were making, that it seemed more like now people were doing it just to...
They're more worried about the public.
Yeah.
What people are going to think, the image and stuff like that.
Because that's what they were saying. It's like where nobody was there when Kaepernick was doing it by himself.
No.
That's what I was saying about people being confused. It's like they don't know, okay, do I stand or do I not? Or do we not even come out at all?
Yeah,
I don't really know
exactly.
what to do. And each one, someone's going to get mad either way.
But what's so crazy is I wonder, like, what are people, because it's trickling down. Because kids see this, and then they start doing it at school. You know what I mean? So, like, where does it stop?
That's what I was telling you the other day. It's like, I mean, kids already, you can't tell them what to do. Like, the kids already aren't, like, standing for the pledge and stuff, and then getting in trouble. And then they realize, oh, yeah, you can't get in trouble.
You can't get in trouble. So,
it's not.
I actually saw something
law.
on my feed today on Facebook about a statement that a high school released saying that any students that did that were going to either get less playing time or eventually kicked off the team if they decided
bro, you can't do that, though.
Is it something about them making political statements?
To me, that seemed kind of crazy. I think it was the principal or something that released that statement. I don't know.
Guaranteed
I don't
he doesn't
remember the
have a
name of the
job by
school,
next
so I'm
week.
not going to quote anything. But
Guaranteed he doesn't have a job by next week.
Alabama or something.
Yeah,
I don't know, man, but
do
it
that
seemed kind of
shutdown
crazy to
here.
me. I mean, it seemed kind of crazy to kind of say.
I feel like if you wanted to fight that, though, they couldn't keep you to that.
No. The school board will get hit with so many lawsuits, like.
Yeah.
So I don't see that happening. But
The NBA make it a rule. If you don't stand in the NBA, they'll kick you off the team.
oh, for real?
Yeah.
It's on the NBA.
Guaranteed. If LeBron does it, they'll be like, "Hey, we're gonna rethink the rule."
Yeah.
We're
If
gonna
it's somebody
think-
that important.
Yeah, they be like, "All right, come on, guys, let's
It's
talk
like for
about
us,
this."
how Conor McGregor can rewrite the rules. He can do what he wants.
Or
because
just
they're
all
not going
black
to tell him
players.
no.
Period.
McGregor
That's
could
just
take a
like,
shit on the flag.
Well, yeah, they're afraid with the black players that they're gonna like piss somebody off. You don't want to like make it look bad,
bro. But then,
with
like,
America.
you know what I mean? If they, or let's say they say, okay, NBA team, you come out and you don't stand, we'll suspend you. So let's say 80% of the team is black and they all sit. Then what? Then there's no game.
Yeah.
So I don't think it'll.
And is that what they're all worried about? That this becoming like a political statement? And then
Yeah, definitely.
It's just the
And
owners
LeBron
not
is
knowing
super
what to
political,
do.
So
Yeah.
I don't even see why they would challenge him.
I don't know why people get mad about it. It's the owners worried about
Yeah.
the business.
And what's so crazy? All this started because Steph Curry said he didn't want to go to the White House.
Oh yeah. I did see that.
And then Trump got mad and went on a Twitter rant. Bro, am I the only one that think it's weird that our president goes on the Twitter rant?
You're definitely not the only one. That's pretty crazy.
Like, I'll be watching CNN and be like, Trump went on a Twitter rant about this subject. I'm like, wait, stop.
Like one tweet's about like I'm gonna nuke Kim Jong Un. The very next tweet's like fuck the NBA.
Yeah. Like, Steph, you're not.
Steph Curry.
I'm pulling the invitation. Like, how you
I'm
uninvite
pulling
somebody
the
on
invitation.
Twitter?
Also, I'm nuking North Korea.
Bro, and what's so crazy, as we said, like, it sounds like a joke, but it's for real.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that's our president, though, man.
Yeah, he's crazy.
Blame all white people. But do you think it would have been better if Hillary won?
There wouldn't be all this
Twitter
drama.
rants, you know?
I mean, we'd still be in wars and stuff. I don't want to get all political.
Yeah.
I think a lot of this. I don't think a lot of this drama would be here though.
No. I don't think she would mess with football. Like,
I mean, she would still be doing secret shady stuff, but
At least
I mean, but
it
at
would be
least
secret.
Though.
It wouldn't be on
not
Twitter.
Keep that shit
Yeah,
going.
keep it secret, bro.
Yeah,
I'd
I don't
rather-
want to know all that
Yeah,
shit.
I'd rather not
Do
know
what you got to do behind the
Yeah,
scenes.
I'd rather not know what my
Just don't tell the
president
rest
is
of the
doing.
world.
bro.
And that he's that crazy,
Yeah. Like, I don't want to know my president's meeting with Russia. Like, you know what I mean?
or that he's paying this close of attention to like what the players are tweeting
Exactly.
and stuff.
Like, bro, shouldn't you be doing some sort of job? Like,
I feel like there's other things to worry about.
yeah. Like, I wonder, like, throughout the days, he'd be like, hey, so anybody post something on Twitter? Like,
What are they saying about me? out
yeah.
there?
Hey, they said, what? Give me my phone.
Who said what about me?
Yeah, give me my phone.
Does he run his own Twitter? Or
Yeah,
somebody
bro.
Dude,
That's
yeah,
the
he
scary
has.
part.
advisor or
He
something?
apparently has like these girls in his office that he can just yell tweets out and they'll just start tweeting stuff for him. He also has his own, like he has it from his phone and stuff, but apparently, yeah, he'll just yell out tweets and stuff. Tweet this out.
Bro, like, they should have somebody like me, like, wait, first, let me read
Yeah.
this before I hit send.
I bet
I
they
would
tried
hope
that.
that he
He
would
was
have
just
some
like,
proof
no,
here.
you're
Yeah,
fired.
yeah.
You're fired. I'm getting a new one out here.
Yeah, those girls.
Don't tell me what to do.
Yeah.
I'm the president.
That would definitely
Yeah, that's
suck.
what happens.
That would definitely suck. But yeah, bro, I didn't watch nothing.
So nothing in football really. Basketball,
Basketball is big, man.
bunch
Lot
of
of
stuff
moves,
this
a lot of
year.
moves.
Yeah. A
happening
lot
now.
of senior citizens going to new, you know what I mean, senior homes. Carmelo got traded for a bag of peanuts.
Run through all the trades. You got them up. What all happened?
That was only the
was the
trade,
one?
was the Carmelo trade.
The high profile one.
Yeah. Wait, Carmelo got traded for what? Cantor and who else?
Enes Kanter, Doug McDermott, and a 2018 second round pick.
Yeah, so peanuts and a box of pizza. So
Pretty much.
yeah, and then Wade came out of retirement, but he wasn't really retired, and went and signed with his bestie.
Family reunion.
Yeah, definitely from a reunion. Still not gonna win shit, but
Oh, they're gonna be good this year. Cavs, they got it,
bro, it's the East.
bro.
I feel like the East is like the Cavaliers in like the YMCA league. Like it's just the rest of the Eastern Conference. Oh, in Boston. It's the Cavs, Boston, and the YMCA league. And that's about it. Like I can't think of anybody else in the East that's even worth talking about.
I mean, I definitely don't know.
Yeah.
Cleanse.
Nah, the East is pretty weak.
And what's so scary?
No one wants to defend it.
James, this question's for you. Who's gonna be in the AllStar game for the Eastern Conference?
Who in the East? Okay, you got Kyrie, Gordon Hayward. So pretty much the mixture of Celtics and Boston.
I mean, yeah.
LeBron James, Kevin Love,
Yeah.
Isaiah Thomas won't be back in time. So Dwayne Wade.
So the Cavaliers in
Cavaliers
Boston
in Boston.
are the
Oh, Giannis, that's my best player in the East.
Yeah.
So that's Milwaukee. That's probably about it.
that's the All-Star team for the East. A mixture of Cavs and Celtics
Boston.
players and one Bucks player. That's sad, bro. That's really sad.
There's not even like one good one from a bunch of the teams.
Porzingis in the East.
I don't even think he'll make it.
Porzingis, you have to. Nobody else in the East.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. I'm biased, bro, that they chose Porzingis over Melo. So
Yeah, who's gonna take the 33-year-old over the 22-year-old?
I'm definitely taking Melo, man.
Porzingis definitely got the upside.
I'm definitely
Yeah, get
taking
on the
Melo,
mic, we can hear you.
regardless. I'm taking Melo regardless,
Yeah.
just off of pure history. And Melo is just a pure scorer. He might not play no defense, but
You see what history got the Knicks though. That's what Phil Jackson.
I mean, but the Knicks always been bad. Like, don't just be like it's Melo's fault. Like they was bad before Melo got there.
I mean, yeah, but it's Melo's time to go. He's been there, what, 8 years now?
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, Porzingis is the future of the NBA. More than likely.
It's not gonna work in OKC though. Like it's definitely not working regardless. Like for one, Westbrook is probably gonna want to be back-to-back MVPs because he's not winning the championship ever.
Yeah.
Paul George is finna play because he's playing for a contract for another team. He's not coming back to OKC, so they can. I don't know why Oklahoma thinks that he's coming back. He's not. And Carmelo is just there to get the rest of his $100 million contract.
I mean, yeah, but this like the NBA is in a frenzy effect because of Golden State. So this is a 1 year rental. You're not looking long term. You just hoping for the best. So you put 3 superstars together, it's an arms race, just like Daryl Morey said for the Rockets. You get as many superstars as you can, and you compete for a championship in March. Well, after March, so pretty much.
I feel like everybody should be in autopilot for the next 2 years.
Exactly. So
After that, then maybe y'all can start competing with Golden State. But up until then, just autopilot.
So barring injury, OKC has to still be the third best team in the NBA at this point.
So you're saying like they haven't built a good team. They just, let's see what we can do this year, throw some good guys in there together.
Yeah, at this point you're buying a team because the Golden State Warriors have all the talent that they need to compete for the next 5 years for NBA championship.
Sure.
So at this point you're buying a team. You get 1 year rentals. Everybody's on 1 year deals. I mean, next year is going to be a big free agency. Everybody who's anybody's in the free agency.
It's a free agency next year. Yeah.
So this year is a rental year.
Shout out LeBron, man. He's coming to Golden State next year. Only way he's getting another ring.
Possible.
Calling it.
Only way he's getting another ring.
Overkill, bro.
Man. Can't have one team. No competition.
Why you can't?
I mean, you can.
It's like that now. Everybody knows Cleveland is coming out the East and Golden State's coming out the West. They're just going to be entertained in between time.
Yeah.
And then when the finals do come, I'm counting on Derrick Rose being hurt. And I don't think IT will be 100%. So I still got, the Warriors in 4.
Yeah.
Straight like that.
That's the big wild card, I think, is how those recoveries are going to go down. You know what I mean? Like how Isaiah Thomas is going to come back, and then also how Derrick Rose can keep his health throughout the season, because that's a big question mark right there.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely. So,
but yeah, definitely I would see Golden State, Cleveland again. That's probably what I would assume would be the finals. So, and probably I don't know, man. If everybody's healthy, I think it could get competitive. But if not, then yeah, I mean.
All right, Golden State in 5.
I think Golden State. But
Golden State in 5. So we'll get competitive.
And it starts next week?
Yeah, the season starts next week.
Shout out Houston Rockets. Shout out Houston Rockets.
All Houston teams are bad.
Yeah, Texans aren't.
Hey, aren't
too
the
good.
Astros doing good?
Hey, the Astros.
I think so.
The Astros just.
Yeah.
Who did they smoke the other day? The Rangers, I think, like 12-3 or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shout out to Astros, man.
Yeah. We don't
Never
cover.
going to a game, but shout out to you guys.
Yeah, we don't cover baseball.
Hey man, it's been a while though since they've been good. I mean, so.
Maybe we should go check out a game, bro.
I mean, if they're the only Houston team doing anything.
I know, right?
Hey
Are we
man,
like Dynamo?
tickets are dirt cheap for baseball games.
Yeah. They're like $30, but it's so damn.
You get the
long,
far
bro.
away ones for like $5 on a good day on a good game. Like,
I feel like going to a baseball game is like going to like a black church. Like you're there all fucking day. And it's boring as shit. Like,
It is boring.
yeah, but you're there. You like,
do they have like beer and hot dog deals though? You gotta.
I don't trust any sport where you can't hit somebody.
Hey, bro, you can't even fight,
Right. I'll fight you.
bro. But you're 1 in 10,
I'm 1 in like 5.
bro. You're 1 in 6, bro. Like,
Okay, I'll get there. So nothing else in basketball. Obviously, nothing until next week, probably.
yeah, next
No more
week it should be
trades
a
or
little bit
anything.
better,
Once
bro.
the season picks up.
Once the season picks
Once
up.
the season picks up, about week 8 it'll get serious.
I'll be
by
watching.
then we'll know who sucks and who doesn't suck. My team definitely sucks right now. I don't know what our problem is. So
Who's your team?
the Chargers.
Mm.
I don't
Got
know what
nothing
our
to say
problem-
about them, right?
Nah, we suck. That's all I gotta say. I got no excuses. Can't defend these guys, man. They're horrible.
Yeah.
We play the Eagles. If we lose to the Eagles, I'm done.
What's
Done
their
for the rest of
record
the
right now?
season.
What is the Chargers record? Right now?
Fucking 0-3.
Yeah, I actually remember reading this where it was like, what team is losing their O or whatever? You know, who's getting their first win?
Yeah.
And I remember them being on the list.
Yeah,
Texans like what, 1 and 2?
The Bengals were playing somebody too.
yeah. And that's the only win the Texans got against the Bengals.
It's not
If
gonna
we
be
were
good.
playing the Texans, we'd definitely get a win.
Why are you talking like that, bro? We're out of Houston.
Who?
We got our fans.
Fuck you guys.
So the question is, though, with all this drama already in the NFL, would the Texans have benefited from Kaepernick now? I mean, the drama is here. It's here.
No, because I feel like Watson is a Kaepernick, but younger.
Yeah, for sure.
So why not? You know what I mean? Why would you go with Kaepernick? You already have one. Just let Deshaun play it. I hate that they threw him, in like that. I feel like they should have told him when they drafted him that he's.
You don't
gonna
think
be
it would have been nice to
starting
have Kaepernick and then have Watson behind him?
quarterback. Maybe, but they were so big on what's the guy named Tom Savage.
Yeah, I don't know why.
Yeah,
I don't know
that was
why.
the dumbest thing ever.
Yeah, I
Like they
don't
were
know
so
why.
like, yeah, he's our quarterback.
I don't know why they do that. I feel like they put their eggs all in one basket a lot. Like they'll always get behind one guy and be like, "This is the guy," and it's like you can't do that. Man.
Nah, yeah, exactly. But yeah, I hope Deshaun is good, bro. I give him like 2 years, and then to put a solid O line in front of him, and he'll be real good. He'll definitely be real good. So, shout out to Deshaun Watson. Man.
Hell yeah.
All right, bro. Go ahead. We can go ahead and start talking about bum fights.
that-
I know you're over here
Yeah.
itching right now,
Bum
like
fight.
to talk about
Nah, there
this
wasn't
unknown
anything too
fighter
great.
from Portuguese that no one knows about.
There's 2 events this weekend, right? Fight
Yeah.
Night and Bellator.
There were Fight Night, Bellator, and then the
Time out.
ADCC.
Time out. Y'all can't just take fight night. That's boxing.
UFC Fight Night.
Boxing's boxing night,
That's right.
and Fight Night's fight night.
No.
Yeah, this weekend's card. Let me pull this last week's. Oh, we talked about it last episode. The fights to look out for that I was seeing was Gokhan Saki's fight, which I was calling was going to be a good one. And we got some highlights here in play. That first round, he murdered the guy. And then, as you see the end of the first round, he kind of starts to gas.
So the first round, Saki was winning.
Yeah, he was murdering him up till this point. And then he starts gassing. You see,
It looked like it was almost close to being.
no, he was killing him the first round. I thought they were going to stop it. And then right here,
Oh, mama.
Oh, man.
he put his hands down to bait him into doing those slow punches. And
Oh,
yeah, obviously knocked
kick
him out.
this
That was
down.
crazy.
Is that like a
Kick the mouthpiece.
the mouthpiece thing? Is that like a statement?
Nah, he said he's never done that before
Yeah.
either.
I
They
don't know
asked
if
him
I
about
even
it.
It was in the
Yeah,
moment.
kick the mouthpiece. Yeah. But see,
What if he would have missed the mouthpiece?
so he got that clinch. He said he was worried about one of those elbows
God,
that he
jeez.
took. But he was blaming his cardio on the fact that he hasn't fought in 2.5 years. And before that, it was like another year layoff too. So he's blaming it on, well, I haven't really been training MMA. It's all kickboxing. Kickboxing is 3-minute rounds. MMA is 5-minute rounds. So he said those last 2 minutes he started to gas. And then he said he underestimated how much the clinch stuff would tire him out and defending those couple takedowns. But I'll be honest, all that said, it was 1 round and he was already gassing. That's not good.
Does he not practice that already?
I mean, he's saying he
Did
like,
he
oh, I
know how
wasn't
tired he gets in the clinch and
Yeah.
grappling and everything like that?
I mean, he said he didn't know, but like, dude, you've been training MMA at least a year.
It's in the first time you've clinched. You know?
Yeah.
I didn't realize
I hope
how
he's been
tired I
wrestling.
get.
I hope he's been wrestling. Like, we all know his striking game's, I mean, crazy. He fought Overeem in, K1. He was in Glory Kickboxing. He fought all the best guys at heavyweight.
How old
he's
is he,
light.
though?
He's a light heavyweight. He's 33, I think. I don't think he's that old, but I mean that's kind of old for
Well,
How many
fighting.
wars has he been in? and
yeah,
stuff?
He's been in some wars. His fight with Overeem was pretty crazy. He broke his. It was a tournament. It was back when they had those K1 tournaments, and broke his arm. And Overeem knew it too, and he just starts aiming right at that arm and kicks him. And he was landing some punches only using his left hand, just doing left hooks to the body and head, and just over and over again. He's still landing, but you can't fight with one arm. So the second he took a kick, he was like, "I'm done.
I'll beat your ass with 1 arm."
I'm so ready to fight you."
Shots fired.
So
Hey,
Gokhan
shout out
Saki,
Reebok.
yeah. So Gokhan Saki does his debut in UFC. I mean, I think he's like a good light heavyweight going to be coming up. I'd love to see him against the wrestlers though. He's going to get destroyed. Put him against Cormier. Against pretty much anyone in the top that
champion.
can
Yeah.
wrestle.
Bro, you love bro. I
put him
hate
against the
when-
champion and he
Yeah,
might lose.
bro.
Yeah.
You love Cormier,
Nah.
bro. You bring him up at least
He's
twice.
the champ. Cormier's awesome. Love Cormier.
Lord.
He's from Louisiana too.
Yeah, bro. I
Shout
knew
out
it was
Danny
something.
Cormier.
I knew it was some type of little bias there, bro, because you bring him up like every day.
Shout out Cormier. Although John Jones is the best. John Jones is the
We
real
all know
champ.
John Jones is the champion.
We all know John Jones is the champ.
You like
I mean,
the crybaby.
I want to root for. Yeah, he's a crybaby.
Yeah,
I want to
that
root for
makes
DC
perfect
though.
sense
You
why
know,
you like him.
He
Like,
just won.
don't cry after I beat you.
No, you definitely shouldn't cry after knocked out.
And then he's gonna test positive,
Yeah, what are you gonna you juicing?
and then we'll scrap the match. It never happened.
So this other match, Claudia Gadelha versus Jessica Andrade for like the #1 spot in the women's 115.
that was an upset.
Strawweight.
Huh?
Yeah, this is an upset. Claudia Gadelha was #1, and this girl Andrade, who's a powerhouse, not a good striker. I mean, as far as we knew, we just knew she had a lot of strength, and
she was number 4.
I mean, obviously beat the shit out of Claudia.
I believe she was number 4.
Yeah, Andrade.
Ranked
Yeah, I think she was
up.
number 4.
Yeah,
Andrade-
30-25.
Claudia was
Oh,
#1. I mean,
Jesus.
Yeah. I don't know why I didn't play it on that one. Why I'm just playing it on my screen.
Because you're selfish.
Yeah.
Oh, someone added music on this one.
Yeah. Why is there music on this?
Shout out Matt, man. Finna get a
My-
YouTube video took down.
Yeah. So yeah, she beat the shit out of her.
Wait,
That
these are
sucks.
girls?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, girls fight too.
She's got a strong back for sure. Look at
Jesus.
that throwing Claudio around,
Oh my God, she's a monster.
punching her right in the pelvis. Ugh, the shots of the
Jesus.
body. So,
Savage. Jesus Christ.
I mean, what is she gonna? This girl Andrade that won, she actually just got done fighting the champ her last fight. So, I mean, there's nothing really for her. She's the new gatekeeper, I guess.
Yeah, I guess.
I mean, I don't even really care to see a rematch.
Who is 2-3? Who's 2 and 3 in that division?
Who's number 2?
Rose.
No, Rose is.
Is she higher than that?
What about Kovalkovich or whatever? Isn't she
Pull it up real quick.
Carolina? Yeah, let's pull up the ranks.
Oh, the last challenger.
Yeah, we have the technology.
Yeah. My laptop won't even go on that website.
But yeah, that one was a good fight. We'll see what ends up happening with them. What, women's strawweight? Carolina Kovalkovich is number 3, and then Rose number 4, Tisha Torres 5, and then Michelle Watterson. Maybe Michelle Watterson,
So
but
she
I mean,
moved up
she got
to
beat
number
by
1?
Rose. Yeah, Andrade got moved up to 1. Claudia's number 2.
Oh, okay. And then you said Kowalkiewicz and then Rose?
Yeah. So what? Joanna's never gonna lose? Retire the greatest ever?
I don't know, man. She's a beast.
How long has she been champion? 3
I mean,
3 years?
Something like that. Since the division was started, right?
No, there was one
She the
champion
only
that won
champ?
off of
Claudia Esparza,
the first
I
champion
think.
was off of Tough, right? That Tough
Right,
season. That
right. She didn't
First fight
compete in
was
Tough.
Claudia
Yeah, yeah.
Esparza.
But then she showed up and just like wrecked her.
Yeah.
That wasn't even a close contest either.
I'll show you Joanna. She's a badass striker from
She does
what,
like
Poland
Muay Thai. She's real good.
or Muay Thai. Yeah, she was a kickboxing champ. Everyone, like, there's an argument she's the best ever. She's defended her title, like, I mean, a bunch of times against everybody. But the competition.
What is this right here? What-
Six Flags
What's that?
Fright
Yeah.
Fest,
Hey,
dog.
bro, I'm going to that.
Acting
Bro.
like you don't know.
Six Flags.
Yeah, I'm definitely
Still
going to
do
that
that,
next
huh?
month. Yeah.
Yeah, that's why I was surprised. Like, I haven't seen ads for that in a long time.
Yeah, that's Joanna.
Bro, she got a long ass face.
Uh huh.
That was the
Long
original
ass
champ
face.
right there.
She
She's been punched so much. Yeah.
definitely does. But man, those
Damn.
kicks to the
Yeah, that
face,
kick
right?
was-
She's a
Lethal.
monster.
She's the best. And these girls aren't even close to on her level yet. That's how Ronda Rousey was, kind of. She came in just kind of good at everything and then real good at judo. And all these other girls are just kind of a little good at everything. Because women's MMA just got started, 3 years ago?
Bro, she had like 5 people with that straight kick. Like,
Yeah.
Nobody-
Why isn't she more popular? She's like
Joanna should be way
the
more
new
popular.
Ronda. Like, if better, Obvi.
I wonder if
But like,
it's
she still
marketing.
doesn't have that buzz about her that Ronda did.
It might be the accent and stuff.
She's like the
She's Polish.
untouched champion, and
Is she undefeated?
she doesn't just do it in.
I think she is
At least
undefeated.
in the
Oh, she's
UFC.
undefeated.
But no one
She's
can really
just a
touch her.
monster. Yeah.
Oh, no, I want to get your opinion on, Teddy. Demetrius Johnson. He's about to, next weekend, fight to break Anderson Silva's record for the most title defenses ever. That's going to make him the greatest UFC fighter ever in history of all time.
Yeah.
He's the GOAT. Problem is he is 125 pounds.
Okay.
He's the 125-pound champ. And people kind of don't respect midget wrestling, as my coach will say.
Okay.
But this dude's the best, and he doesn't headline any of the cards. He doesn't ever get promoted by the UFC.
Basically, for some reason, he doesn't bring in big numbers. You know,
He doesn't bring in
how other
brings the lowest numbers of any of the champions, and he's about to be the best ever. He's untouchable. Other than he used to fight at a higher weight class because they didn't have his weight class.
And it's
Yeah.
not like he's a boring fighter. I mean, he finishes.
See,
fights.
he finishes guys. He beats guys at their own game. Like there's a jiu-jitsu black belt, Wilson
Right
Hayes,
here,
that fought
right
him.
here.
He submitted Wilson Hayes in front of his own corner. So he had like coaching and everything.
front of his
and
mom.
submit. I mean, yeah.
Bro, in front of his mom?
I mean, you know.
Yeah, probably.
I
She's
mean, you
probably
know, it's on TV.
Yeah, bro, you gotta
But
shoot him after that.
he's
You
beat-
can't get beat up in front of your mom. Like,
Look, he's doing these crazy spin kicks and stuff. He's really awesome. He has a great personality. He's awesome
He
guy.
has a cool Twitch account.
He has a cool Twitch account. He's always
video games
streaming,
and stuff.
super into gaming. He's always streaming on all kinds of games and stuff. I don't understand why he's not bigger. They recently changed his name from Mighty Mouse, Demetrius Mighty Mouse Johnson,
Yeah.
to Demetrius Mighty Johnson.
I kind of like Mighty
I
Mouse
like
better.
Mighty Mouse.
I feel like they took it away because they're like, oh, it doesn't make him tough enough. But
What? They took away Mighty Mouse?
yeah, now it's just Mighty.
Whenever I can't think of his name, I'm like,
Oh yeah, it's
you
Mighty
know?
Mouse.
You know, Mighty
Yeah.
Mouse?
He's ranked number 1 pound for pound right now since John Jones got popped.
Or I'm too lazy to say his full name. Mighty Mouse. Yeah, right.
So why aren't they promoting him? Why isn't he bigger? He keeps asking that. He keeps going all over the place in interviews and stuff and freaking out of like why they're not promoting him more, why he doesn't get to headline cards. I think the headline actually on this card, or I'll pull it up now.
I mean,
that's
this
coming
fight-
up next
this
weekend.
event is about to happen, and you don't hear anything about records about to be broken
And
and
he's-
about to be the greatest of all time. Like,
And he's not even the headlining fight. That's
yeah?
the title.
Wow, that's crazy.
That's the title fight, and that's not even the headlining fight. The headlining fight is for the interim title for Connor's belt, for the
Oh, that's
155
right,
title.
El
Tony
Cucuy.
Ferguson,
Well, you know that's
my
a bigger
boy El
draw.
Who gets to
Cucuy
fight Conor is
versus
more important.
Kevin Lee. I guess, but Connor's never going to fight either of those two. They're not a draw, so there's no way Connor comes back to MMA for those two guys. So he's not coming
Yeah,
back to
he's gonna come
MMA.
back for Kevin Lee.
Yeah, I think he's done
You
making
think-
fighters rich.
You think he's going to fight for Kevin Lee? I mean, unless Kevin Lee somehow makes like
Fuck no.
some huge statement.
Yeah, no. I
He
don't
would have to
see
come
it.
out and even if he knocks out Tony Ferguson in the first round, I don't even think that would
Bro,
get
Connor's a
attention.
boxer now, bro. I don't know why y'all think he's coming
That
back.
sucks too.
I think it
I
would be
thought you
why-
said last podcast he was making Conor versus Canelo or something. Wasn't that what you said?
Yeah,
Yeah,
they're
that
trying
would
for
be
Conor
dope.
versus Canelo. That'd
Yeah.
be terrible. I
Nah,
do not
that'd be
want to see
dope,
them
It'd
do
be
man.
dope.
that.
Come
It'd be
on.
dope
I mean, I'd
for
watch
sport.
it.
Why not?
I'd
Better
watch
than-
it because Canelo's gonna kill
Better
him.
than seeing Conor versus no one. Or
I'll-
Conor versus
right, I'd like to see
Khabib
Conor
or some
fight.
shit out of, like, whatever.
You're right.
Like, let's watch Canelo. Like, I'll kill my
Connor
team
Nate
for that.
3. I thought that'd be kind of cool, but
DS3?
yeah, what are they gonna do? Give him the belt? I mean,
Yeah, make it for the belt. Why not?
but there's already what is this interim title this weekend for, or next weekend for?
Yeah, they should stop doing that.
Yeah, they
Stop
should
with the
not.
interim
Definitely
title.
not do
Yeah,
that.
for sure.
Definitely not do that.
Stop it.
They should have made Nate versus Tony Ferguson for the belt.
Yeah, but Nate
Doesn't want to do that. Nate wants
No.
$20 million to fight. He fought Conor twice, and now he's like, I'm not fighting again for $20 million at
They should
least.
just do it.
Hey,
It's gonna
get
make
your
the
money,
money.
bro.
It's gonna make the
Yeah.
money. Why not?
They should have paid him.
I'll tune in.
Him versus Tony Ferguson for the interim belt, and then he's got the belt, and Conor has to fight him. He
Unless
doesn't
he
have to,
loses.
but then he can just start talking shit and go like, "Well, I got your belt now."
Yeah.
So, and Nate's already choked Conor
And then
out.
Connor could be like, I'm a boxer now.
I mean, I don't know, man. I think Nate could talk enough shit. He's from
Yeah.
fucking Compton. He's hardcore.
He's got a big following.
He's got a huge following. He's good at talking shit. And then he not only choked out Conor in their first fight, the second fight took it all the way to decision.
Yeah, it was a war.
And I mean, that one was a war. That one wasn't even
Some people say
super
Diaz
clear
won
cut.
still.
Yeah, that's not even super clear cut for Conor.
No.
So I think they could definitely have pulled off a Nate Diaz fight if Nate wouldn't have been asking for
For
ridiculous
sure.
numbers, or if the UFC would have just budged and pay.
Why
20
not?
million is
Why not?
ridiculous.
What else
For
they got
UFC, they don't make any money.
Nah. For figures.
That was pretty much it for this weekend,
Nobody
right?
us? Bellator.
Bellator.
Vincent Henderson.
Vincent
lost.
Henderson. Yeah.
Which I'm
lost
happy about. I
to,
can't stand Vincent Henderson.
what was it? Pitbull, one of the Pitbull brothers.
That guy's brother came back for revenge.
One
Yeah.
of the Bellator guys.
Came back for the
Yeah.
Pitbull's revenge. He fought his brother before. That was the guy I was telling you about last week.
Yeah, yeah.
There's always gonna be a story in Bellator, huh?
Yeah. That was good. Lawrence Larkin lost to Paul Daly.
Paul Daly. Paul Daly's on a comeback tour.
All the UFC guys that went over to Bellator for this weekend's fight. Well, Roy Nelson was another one from UFC that just went over, that big country.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
he
yeah.
did,
Big
huh?
guy. He
I
went
didn't
over.
even
He
know
fought
about
as well.
that.
He won by decision against some nobody guy from Bellator. So it's kind of like all these UFC guys went over to the lower tier organization to
then
hope to
barely-
do better,
yeah, yeah.
and either barely won or lost. Got knocked the fuck out.
Larkin's on a 2-fight skid right now. Right?
Larkin's on a 2-fight skid in Bellator. He thought he was going to come over and be. He was ranked like number
Damn,
3
Larkin?
or 4.
Yeah, what the
Lawrence
hell?
Larkin's ranked like number 3 or 4 in the world at his division, and UFC wasn't giving him a shot. So he was like, "Fucking, I'm going to Bellator. I'm going to be a champ over there and make more money." Because Bellator allows sponsorships too, so he can make more
okay.
money doing that.
Yeah, yeah,
He
yeah.
goes over and he's like, "Easy fight." He lost the immediate title shot when he came in.
Yeah.
And then just lost the second one.
Yeah,
It's not
bro.
looking good.
That's a bad idea.
So they had that one. Roy Nelson, he won, but I mean, how much of a career are you gonna have? You're in your 40s. Well, he was in Brendan Schaub's season.
Yes.
They're all
2010.
They're all over.
That was Kimbo Slice's season.
Yeah.
Word to Kimbo Slice. Rest in
Rest in peace, Kimbo Slice.
Rest in peace, Kimbo.
Yeah, man. I mean, I just don't know what these UFC. I mean, the only UFC fighter that has a chance over there in Bellator right now, Rory MacDonald.
Are you forgetting about the gangster, American gangster?
Undefeated.
Chael P. Sonnen.
Undefeated. We got Chael Sonnen.
Undefeated in every
He's
organization
always
he's
claims
ever
that he's
competed
undefeated.
in.
He's the best, like, WWE. He's like the first WWE guy to come in, like, in MMA.
He beat
Like,
Anderson Silva for
he's
the
really
belt
good
in
at
the
talking
UFC.
shit. Yeah. Yeah. He has had some huge fights, but he loses a lot of them. And he always says he's undefeated. Love Chael Sonnen. Yeah, nobody really making moves over there. That Rory MacDonald Douglas Lima fight's gonna be awesome. Is it Douglas Lima?
Yeah, Diego.
Diego's his brother.
Yeah.
That was gonna be good. And then next week in fights, another Bellator card, but I'm not gonna watch that. Dances versus Coldwell.
Bullshit.
He's
You
gonna
watch
watch
everything. Yeah.
I'm probably gonna end up watching it. You're probably right.
Yeah, he watches everything.
He's gonna watch it.
I'm definitely gonna be watching it. You're gonna be catching texts from
What
me.
is that one jiu-jitsu girl, Gabriella, whatever?
Gabby Garcia
You be watching Gabby Garcia fight some old 45-year-old Chinese
at like
lady
3
in the
a.m.
morning.
in Japan, just watching Gabby
Don't even
Garcia
watch
beat up
that,
on old
man.
ladies.
And then sends me the link. Like, bro, you know I can
I watch
tell
all
that.
the fights, bro. I
He
can't help
sends me a
it.
text like, "Hey, are you watching this?" And I'm like, "No."
No,
No.
of course I'm not
Better
watching
than,
this
I guess,
stupid shit.
watching porn all night.
Yeah.
Or people get decapitated or whatever it is.
Is that what
people
y'all
do on the
watching at
internet.
night?
Hey, yeah.
And then also next weekend, like we talked about, Ferguson versus Lee, Demetrius Johnson versus Ray Borg. That's the other thing that's kind of controversial. Demetrius Johnson defended his title against not really anybody good.
I mean,
It's a new division.
he's just
Ray
going up
Borg's
the
a
ladder.
nobody.
But I mean, he's wiped the division though. Like, can you say
Yeah.
He's
anything?
going up
Like,
and down again.
Yeah, he's cleaned them both out twice. Like he's just
Yeah.
like beat everybody twice.
He
So
needs to do something against Cruz or Cody
Move up a weight
Garbrandt
class.
Or, Dillashaw.
I think
or
that is what
be
he
the
said.
champ like Conor.
something. Dude, yeah.
I think he said his plan was to break the record,
That's what, yeah.
and then he can talk about going up to wherever.
Yeah,
doing
do
some
that.
kind
So-
of
Break the
fight.
record first, and then go.
And then move up to
super fights,
35.
Because then what else is there for you to do?
So what do you think about those matchups? Because I think his matchups are either going to be it's going to be the winner
Cruz,
of
Cruz announced that he's fighting too.
right,
against,
and
Rivera.
I was going to pull that up too. Cruz announced that he's fighting Jimmy Rivera. That's going to be a big one. But I see. So Demetrius Johnson wins this weekend. Who does he fight? So he's going to fight the winner of TJ versus Cody.
He's gonna fight the winner of that.
I mean, obviously, right? He'd have to
mean,
move
he
up
has
to the
to
next
fight for
belt.
the belt, right?
Champ. So I don't think a matchup with Cody is going to be good for him at all. And I love Demetrius Johnson. I think he's awesome.
I mean, maybe.
I don't think he's going to beat him. If Cruz, if he can destroy Cruz the way he did, and Cruz destroyed Demetrius Johnson, I hate to use MMA math,
Yeah,
but
that
it kind of works
that was
out.
6 years ago, though. He's
Yeah.
a better fighter now.
For sure.
Demetrius doesn't have the power to put out Cody. He's got the jiu-jitsu skills, but
Yeah, but
Cody's
he's so
got the
good.
wrestling. I don't see Cody going down.
He's gonna come up with a good game plan.
You're right.
and
He's
a championship-worthy game plan, and then so is Cody. And I'm interested. Yeah,
He's a
let's
genius.
do
It'd be a
it.
good fight. And what about with TJ? I think that'd be a
He's
better
so much
matchup.
bigger though, huh? How big is Cody?
Yeah,
Like
Cody's pretty
5'9" or
big.
something, 5'10".
I think so. I think
He's
5'9".
5'4"?
like 5'3" or 5'4".
He's definitely short.
Jesus, God.
I think with TJ it'd be a better matchup for Demetrius.
Yeah, TJ for sure, because he's like 5'6" and
Mhm.
he's a smaller guy. Yeah, I think
He doesn't have as much
stylistically they
power.
match up.
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
There's always the fact that TJ got knocked out by Dodson, so you know somebody's got enough power. So
Yeah. So there's that one. And then our boy Derrick Lewis from Houston versus Fabricio
Out of
Verdum this weekend.
retirement, back from retirement.
from a
3-month retirement.
Yeah, 3-month retirement.
he retired to service the people from Harvey. All right.
Yeah, he saved people from the storm.
Did he?
So if he loses, do
Oh,
y'all
yeah.
blame the storm?
He's punching the
Yeah,
flood away.
blaming the storm for sure. He was out there saving people, bro. He was carrying out like racist
this
dudes with
flood.
like rebel flags and stuff, and
Fuck
people were
this
like, "How do you feel about saving racist people?" He's like, "Shut up."
For real?
Yeah,
They're still people.
he's just carrying people out. He's fighting Verdum. That's gonna be rough, man. I'm rooting for Derrick Lewis,
Oh
but
fuck! He's fighting Verdum.
he's fighting Verdum, man. Verdum's the number one,
Verdum don't
the
play.
contender.
Oh, yeah, he's
For
definitely
heavyweight.
losing. He's definitely losing.
Derrick Lewis barely. I mean, he lost. What did he lose his last fight?
Yes.
Yeah.
To Mark Hunt.
Against Mark Hunt. I love Mark Hunt. But yeah, he lost his last one. That doesn't look good. But if he can get a win over Verdum, like he's title
He's
contention.
right back in it.
Yeah.
Didn't Mark Hunt call out Verdum, and Verdum was kind of ducking him, and then he got this fight with.
He didn't want to get knocked out.
Yeah, and then Mark Hunt was like,
He didn't want a Mark Hunt knockout.
Yeah, he called him out bad.
Mark Hunt gets no love. Y'all making me fight this steroided out Lesnar.
Mark Hunt's the best, bro. King of the walk-off KOs. This is a good highlight video. Watch.
Highlight video. I haven't seen any highlights.
I like how you have to skip like a minute in to start seeing anything. Oh, that guy his laying right on his face.
Boom.
Boom. Boom.
Jesus Christ.
Barely touches
I
him.
never want to get hit like that.
Yeah.
Maybe just once. Just see what it's like.
Yeah.
You know, so you won't be so scared. You know, like, oh, okay, I've been knocked out before.
Have you?
No, you survive. You know? Nah, I've never been knocked out.
So Verdum versus Derrick Lewis. That's gonna be a tough one. I'm rooting for Derrick Lewis. Shout out Derrick Lewis.
Verdum's coming off a loss, right?
Verdum's coming off a loss against
Overeem?
Stipe.
Overeem won a
Overeem.
really boring decision. Yes.
Yeah.
Is that what it was?
Yeah, a couple months ago. And then Overeem's like, I won a title shot.
I'm still thinking about Overeem getting his head pounded into the canvas by Stipe.
That's the whole thing about the whole heavyweight division. Even the people who are like top three, like they all kind of beaten each other.
Yeah.
Like they've all knocked each other out. So there's really no fight to sell for the champion because like, well, he beat you and you knocked him out, and then he knocked you out. So none of them are like really worthy contenders. Because say Overeem beats number 1 guy, but he got knocked out by number 3 guy, and then 2 beat 4, and 4 is beaten. You know, and they just keep going back and forth.
We needed John Jones to jump up to
Yeah,
heavyweight.
or some contender that's like
Some heavyweight contender.
Who's
Derrick
the
Lewis
contender?
maybe, but
Ngannou, that guy Ngannou, he's the ranch that they're trying to throw out.
Ngannou, yeah.
He's the one they're trying to promote right now.
So that was the other fight I saw that they had, Ngannou versus Overeem coming up. This is them. Overeem was that heavyweight we were talking about, the kickboxer guy. He's like a legend. He's been around for a long
Overeem's
time.
number 1 again?
Ngannou, huh?
Overeem's number 1?
Overeem's number 1, right?
Jeez. Yeah, see. It's
Ngannou's like number 6 or something. He's an upcomer. He hasn't really fought anybody good at all, but he's knocking them all out.
Number 14.
With not even great striking, he just has some crazy power.
How is he number 4? How many fights does he even have?
I don't know. Let's look him up. Yeah.
I always go to the Wikipedia.
I wish I had a.
I like,
Had a what?
I trust strangers.
He's 10-1.
Who did he lose?
31. What's up with all these old?
And he just started training UFC and stuff too. Like he
A lot of heavyweights are old.
Heavyweights.
Right?
He's
They're
from
old,
Cameroon.
All these millennials don't want to be fat.
The Predator.
All these millennials are into being lean.
It's the reason the heavyweights division sucks is all the good heavyweights go into football or basketball.
Yeah.
I mean that was way more money in that than UFC. It doesn't say his rank. Just because of the heavyweight rankings.
I can't even think of a young heavyweight. Maybe like Stefan Struve, but I mean he's not even. Is he heavyweight? Yeah,
I
he
think
is,
the
right?
youngest heavyweight is like in their mid-30s. I've heard that somewhere. Let's find out.
Yeah, the heavyweights are old. All right, heavyweights. Cain is number 3. Which are we ever gonna see Cain back again? There's so many like knee injuries, back injuries, and stuff like that.
Oh man, that guy was amazing.
Cain Velasquez is the champ. Francis Ngannou's number 4. Right. Mark Hunt's number 5.
Okay, from a post from like a year ago, it said Junior Dos Santos was the youngest heavyweight right now, and he's 31 last year, so he's 32 now. So that's the youngest heavyweight.
Oh, he just got pulled off of the rankings. Popped by USADA, right? Yeah. Everybody. USADA catching everybody. The golden snitch. Getting everybody.
Oh, he got caught too? JDS?
JDS popped.
They're all on steroids.
They're all on steroids.
Nate
Nate Diaz called it
like 7 years ago.
They knew. They're all on steroids. USADA's getting them now. It kind of sucks that they got USADA, though.
When did we get USADA? 2014? 15?
Did you say that thing where it's like
14.
USADA's the undisputed champion right
So
now?
this-
USADA's the undisputed heavyweight champ, pound for pound.
So is this GSP's first fight under USADA?
I think so.
Yeah, I don't think they were around, right?
What if this fool pops right before the fight? I swear.
It'd be right
Rare.
after the fight.
It'd be like
you
the
know Dana's
20th
working
time
something
UFC
out.
broke my heart. How dare they give me
Would that
excited
be the end
for
of
a
his
fight?
career? Can we agree that well, maybe not the end, but it would tarnish his career?
If he even loses, you know, his career.
Dana
I
White
mean,
His career's already
technically,
over.
He lost his last fight, right? I
Yeah.
mean, we all saw that,
We
right?
all know
The
Johnny
Hendricks
Hendricks won.
135. GSP 135 on that.
GSP's the greatest of all time, and he retired like 4 or 5 years ago.
Bro, you said that like about like 15 people now.
Demetrius the best right now. currently fighting. GSP was everybody knew he was the
had a
best
really
when he
big streak
retired.
too, right?
Yeah, he was the 170-pound champ. Some crazy
How
ones.
long was his streak? How long was his streak?
It's weird because he got knocked out by Matt Serra, remember? And then he got
Yeah,
right
and then
back
the
on that
rematch.
ball. But so like 6, almost 7 years. If you don't count the Matt Serra,
Straight.
You
it
don't
would've
count the
been
Matt
like-
Serra knockout. I always count the Matt Serra
it would have
knockout.
been like a
That was one of those.
That's when he tapped to
that was one of
punches,
those
bro.
Rockhold Bisping type things, right?
huh?
Where he kind of underestimated him.
Yeah, and then he tapped
Or
to
Matt
punches.
Serra just came to fucking win one night.
Yeah.
That's some bitch shit.
Matt Serra looked like a killer in that fight. I don't care what anyone says.
Matt Serra's the best.
He had
Shout
his
out Matt
night.
Serra,
He
UFC
had his night.
Unfiltered
Bro, everybody
podcast.
Put the UFC title in front of him, and he said, "You know what?
I'm gonna take that.
I'm
thing.
taking this boy's head." Made him tap, like you said, made him tap to strikes.
Mm-hmm.
It's rare, huh?
And the other
Your boy
one,
just recently tapped the strikes. What's his name?
Yeah.
Branch versus Rockhold. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Other good fight coming up
Scary.
the week after,
I think I've ever been
Musasi.
punched so much that I want to just be like, stop. You know, I don't know.
I guess if you know you're trapped, then you're just
Yeah.
maybe
Feel
I don't know.
helpless.
Yeah,
Matter no soon.
bro. Just
Don't
wait.
you ever tap the strikes. Don't you
Just
dare.
wait.
dudes tap to strikes. Save your head. Save your brain.
That's pretty much it for that. For UFC, for MMA. The other thing was the ADCCs this weekend. It's pretty much the Olympics for no-gi grappling. My boy Mike Perez, shout out Mike Perez. He competed. He trained under my teacher, my jiu-jitsu teacher, for a while.
Oh, cool.
And he came and taught us a seminar like a month ago when he was getting ready for the ADCCs. So he ended up winning his first match and then losing the second one. And then he competed in absolute, which in jiu-jitsu tournaments, you compete in your weight class. And then at the very end, everybody who wants to, like some of the winners, some of the losers or whatever, fight in absolute, where it's pretty much no weight class. Just everybody competes. So guys
That
who are
sounds
smaller
dope.
can go against the big giant guys. And
Yeah.
It's pretty crazy. So
That's
Mike
some shit I
Perez,
do.
so Mike Perez first round against Bourque, who's the favorite to win. He's giant. He's probably 30 pounds heavier than him. And he ended up getting beaten. I thought it was kind of rigged. I'm going to have to go back and rewatch it again. But you can see, so the way they do it is 10 minutes for the whole match. The first 5 minutes, they don't do any points or anything. It's just submit the other dude.
Okay.
So you can do whatever you want. The second 5 minutes, they start doing points. So for certain moves and getting into certain places, you get points for it. 1 point for 2 points for takedowns,
Okay.
4 points for taking their back or stuff like that.
But there's no break in the middle. It's just
Right. He just keeps going. It's like, all right, points are now.
like they just tell you like now it's when it starts. The second
Okay.
5 minutes. You just
Yeah.
it's like 10 minutes of just nonstop.
Yeah, and then you lose a point if you do what's pulling guard, and that's when you just sit down, or you kind of just kind of pull the guy down into your.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Fall back and pull.
You just
them
fall
off.
back or sitting down basically.
Okay.
So my boy Mike Perez at 5 minutes and 3 seconds, 5 minutes and 5 seconds, 4 seconds, he sits down. And 3, 2, 1, then 59, 58, and then he touches him, grabs his hand kind of and starts the little hand fighting, whatever that they do while he's sitting there. About 20 seconds later, they take a point from him. So he sat before the points started coming into effect.
But they still took a
They
point
still
off.
took a point from him. So I'm wondering if it's him touching him, if maybe that's when they counted as pulling guard, if he technically would be pulling guard afterwards. I don't think so, though.
That was
So I don't
happening
know.
all night though, right? People were doing that all night, just dropping
Yeah.
right before the time.
Yeah, you just sit down. If that's your game, you go grabbing people's feet or whatever, you're trying to do those leg locks or whatever, stuff like that. You just sit down, so you can start the next half already sitting down and
So they
start.
can't take a point away.
Right, and because the second half becomes like a wrestling match where it's seeing who can get the takedown.
Yeah.
So it's just standing, and that can be a lot harder, especially if you're against a way bigger dude.
Yeah.
And that's who he was fighting, and that guy ended up getting it. I think he was trying to play to go into overtime too, and you can see him at the last 30 seconds. Mike kind of turns and looks at the score, and you can see his face kind of like what? When did I lose that point? And his coaches just start screaming shoot, 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 shoot for the takedown, just get the points. And he starts going for it, but the guy's huge. Buchecha just kind of held on because he was like, I got a minute left, just to hold on to you for a while. And then Buchecha ended up winning the whole thing. He won absolute. The other cool one was Gordon Ryan winning. He's like 22. He ended up winning the whole thing in his division and getting second in absolute. And I thought it was cool. He said since he's like the greatest no-gi grappler now, he's going to be switching to using gi, him and his team. I think that's pretty cool. Here's one of his matches against Cyborg.
Is that the American?
Yeah.
I think they said that's the first
He's
time
with
an
Renzo
American wins
Gracie's
that,
team.
right?
I think so.
That kilogram weight class?
This weight class. I think he's the first American to win this weight class. Oh, you missed. There it goes. So this is just one of his leg locks that he was going for against the Cyborg guy. It's not one of the interesting ones.
He tapped real quick.
Yeah. See, he got his ankle. So Gordon Ryan wins. His little brother Nicky Ryan competed too. Nicky Ryan's 15 years old and was in this one officially the youngest competitor in the ADCCs ever. 15. He fought in the whatever the lightweight classes, and he still came in under all those other guys, like way lighter than them. His first fight was against AJ Agazarm, who, if you don't know, he fought like Jake Shields and stuff in grappling tournaments and stuff. He's been around for a long time. So it's crazy he put a 15-year-old against
Vet.
this vet.
It's gonna be a killer.
Oh yeah.
I don't know why they don't have any other ADCC
Can you
highlight
imagine,
videos.
like when you're that young and you're competing against guys that are that much better than you, can only get way better from there.
Mm-hmm.
And this becomes a childhood sports star and starts doing blow and hookers and just
Takes the ride carry on the drug test.
Those Lindsay Lohan, yeah.
Yeah, so that was pretty much it. Nothing really
Macaulay
crazy.
Culkin day. Oh gosh.
Even me, Macaulay Culkin.
This guy got his head busted open. That was a crazy picture. I put it on our Instagram.
Yeah.
He got his head busted in the middle, and he was just like, "Just tape it up." And they're like, "I don't know if we can do this." He's like, "Just tape it." His coach comes running by, pushes the ref away, and just starts wrapping his head up. They had to wrap it like 3 or 4 times. He was just like, "Fuck it." He ends up losing too. It sucks, but he didn't care.
all that to
Gushing
lose.
blood.
And that's the picture you chose to pick.
Mm-hmm.
Unsanitary.
Yeah,
Do they
yeah.
have to do blood tests for grappling tournaments?
Oh.
Right.
Like for MMA fights and
I
stuff?
don't know. They just kept cleaning the blood
I don't
off
know
of
if
him.
I would want to just have some guy bleeding all over me.
Yeah. I don't know you
There's
like
diseases
that.
out.
Yeah.
I'm sure they
All
have.
getting
They
in
gotta
their
have
mouth
some
and
kind of
shit, and
testing. They gotta have some kind of testing. That was gross though.
Don't they allegedly do it like even when you're like semi-pro and stuff? So I would assume in the big stage they have.
They have to.
Maybe.
And it was cool. Buchecha was being a little too nice, and he just stopped like touching his head after that, and stopped like playing that whole forehead game where they put their foreheads on each other's
Nah, fuck that.
try and push. He just stopped. He starts being nice. Yeah, I agree.
Fuck that. I've been grabbing him, take the rag off.
Heard that, bro. This is the Olympics.
Deal with
Push him right on that head.
Deal with
Start
blood in
slapping
your
it.
eyes
Yeah,
all
I'm
the
slapping
time.
that. Or I'm headbutting. Shit. One of
Came
those.
to win, dog.
Is that how he got
Came to
cut
win.
up? Was a headbutt or?
Yeah, it was a headbutt.
Ooh.
Yeah, I think that's it. I don't really have any other highlights. Renzo Gracie fought too, and then at the end he was talking about wanting to have another MMA fight or something. The dude's like 50. Please don't. I mean, I'd watch it, but
In Bellator, huh?
it's got to be in Bellator or the old man league.
Japan.
That's where everybody who's retired
They'll
goes.
put you on the main card on Spike.
Yeah, go fight in Japan with a big giant Gabby Garcia.
Gabby Garcia.
That's where legend needs to be.
Well, all right. I mean, that seems like it. You got anything?
No. That's it.
All right. Well, everybody check us out on Instagram, Facebook at Unqualified With. You can go on iTunes, get the podcast. I mean, you're listening now on wherever you're listening, but iTunes, YouTube, SoundCloud.
Or catch me on the streets. I'm selling bootlegs.
Yeah. On the streets selling physical copies.
Yeah. And I'm
of each
signing them.
episode signed.
Signed copies.
So, all right.